morning and welcome back to my channel. Happy Sunday. I have had so many questions about how I roast my butternut squash that I am going to have to show you how I do it so that I've got a video to refer people to. I do get so many questions, so I'm just going to do a quick video. So let's get started. The first thing I'm doing is preheating my oven to about 200 degrees. I'm doing it in my normal oven because I'm cooking something else, but I also do it in my convection oven. I do find that they take exactly an hour if I do it in my convection oven, but in a normal oven at 200 degrees it may take a little bit longer. So here's my butternut squash, just one from Morrison's. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop the top off. I'm not going to peel it. You can give it a wash if you want to, and then I'm going to split it down the middle as evenly as possible. So there we have our two halves of butternut squash. And what you need to do then is give them a good spray with Fry Light, including the backs of the skins. So spray the backs as well. And then we need to season. You can use whatever seasoning you like. So a bit of salt, a bit of pepper. And I've got paprika out at the moment, so I'm going to do paprika. Leave the seeds in because they are much easier to remove after it's been cooked, and then whack it in the oven for about an hour, or maybe an hour and 15 minutes in a normal oven. When your thumb can really press into this, then it's done, but I'll show you that later. Well, my butternut squash has been in the oven for about an hour and 10 minutes, and you can see here it's really squishy, and that is definitely done. And what I'll do is I'll scoop the seeds out using a spoon, and this bit at the end here, I'll just rip that out so you don't mistakenly eat that. And then obviously you can eat it straight away, or I'm going to store it in a couple of these and I'll eat them with meals over the next 2 days, and I'll show you how I eat them. It's really delicious, basically like a replacement for a jacket potato, but in Slimming World terms, butternut squash is a speed vegetable, free on the plant, and really good for you. So I'll show you how I eat them now. And this is the first idea for how to eat your roast butternut squash. You can make it to accompany some mince. So we have slow cooker mince here. We make it with a Coleman's packet mix, the cottage pie, but you can obviously make it free with Slimming World, to make it a free sauce or however you want to cook it, but we use a Coleman's packet mix, which is 7 sins, and I always count 3 sins for my portion, and that's what I've topped my roast butternut squash with, and I've served that with mixed vegetables and 40 grams of light cheese. So here is the second idea for how to eat your roast butternut squash. You can treat it exactly the same as a jacket potato. So I've got half my roast butternut squash. I filled it with a small tin of beans and topped that with 40 grams of light cheese for a healthy extra A choice. And I've served that with stir-fry veg. You can get stir-fry mixes from most supermarkets. It's also really nice with a mixed salad, just depends what you like. And I've also topped it with some crushed chilies. And then the third idea, what I really like with my butternut squash, is this Mazadar chickpea dal, which is free on the plan. You can get all different varieties of chickpea dal. You just need to check the sins. This particular one is free. That's also in Morrison's at the moment. And it's just nice, just warm it through like you would normal baked beans. About half of it is probably enough to top half a roast butternut squash. And that's the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed watching it. If you try it, butternut squash, let me know. If you've got any ideas for toppings, put them in the comments. And I'll catch you next time.